Douglas Cairns grew up dreaming of an extraordinary life filled with great adventure. By the age of 25, he had already achieved his greatest ambition, flying jet fighters as a pilot in Great Britain's Royal Air Force. Just 4 years into training for the highest levels of aviation, his dreams came crashing down.
I was told by the doctor when he diagnosed me with diabetes, he literally said, "You are a diabetic and you were a pilot." Very harsh words, but very accurate words, because in 1989, not one single country anywhere in the world would allow someone like me with type 1 diabetes to fly even on a private pilot's license.
After his diagnosis, Douglas was immediately discharged from active duty. With global aviation authorities believing that certifying diabetic pilots was irresponsible, Douglas faced the prospect that he might be grounded for good.
I have type 1 diabetes, so I use insulin to control my blood sugars. And one of the perceived dangers for flying is that if you don't balance that insulin with enough carbohydrate, then you can go low on blood sugar. So there are only 5 countries around the world that will let people with type 1 diabetes fly on a private pilot's license. And the rest of the countries around the world will not allow that, primarily because of the background risk of hypoglycemic reactions.
With advances in understanding of the disease, the United States was the first country to lift the ban on pilots flying with diabetes. Douglas Cairns was back in the cockpit. To prove that diabetics not only can manage their condition and enjoy a good quality of life, Douglas set out to prove that one can live an extraordinary life and accomplish record-setting achievements. In 2003, he became the first diabetic pilot to fly around the world. In 2009, he beat the world record by more than 30 hours, landing in all 48 contiguous states in less than 4 days. In the summer of 2010, Douglas went even further, landing in all 50 U.S. states and smashing the previous record by more than a week. With 8 of aviation's world records under his belt, Douglas has set his sights on his most daring adventure yet. Battling changeable weather and extreme cold, Douglas intends not only to set a new speed record between Barrow, Alaska and the North Pole, but also to be the first person ever to land a light twin-engine aircraft on the polar ice. The challenges will be great, and the risk of the plane breaking through the ice, real.
We're pushing the envelopes of demonstrating what we can do with diabetes. So we'll be setting a record with a difference. And again, the messages to come out of this, again, it's all about raising awareness of diabetes and really showing people what you can do.